Yellow.
Yellow.
We're back.
Yep.
ComiXology live from New York City.
The city that never sleeps.
The shiny apple.
The big apple.
You love New York City.
You're
a big fan.
It's my favorite place in the world.
If you believe that.
It's not true.
So we get together on Facebook and we talk about books that came out this week, books that we read, books that we
didn't read
minutes ago.
Books that
You've been reading for 6 hours straight.
I've been reading. What is life now? I only read comic books.
So what's in the news this week? Do you cycle through comic news all the time?
I'm the only one that looks up the news because you don't.
I can't read.
Oh, true. Also, I forgot that. I also have to read him the comics because he can't read. He just looks at the photos, so.
That's how I prefer it.
Right.
Okay.
So Logan got nominated for an Oscar.
Good. Best screenplay? Is that what it was?
It was Best Adapted Screenplay. You know, that is a freaking good movie.
I wept openly several times.
Remember when we went to the movie theater to see it? We went for a company outing, and I was like hyperventilating at the end. I was like, you know, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm gonna clean myself up, and then I was just like, like.
That was probably one of the greatest.
I couldn't stop crying.
No, I mean when X-23 Lara first started like fighting the bad guys.
Oh,
you kidding me?
Wrecking stuff.
It felt like people were just passing out tissues.
Yeah, that should be like weeping. It should have been like, here's your popcorn and here's a box of tissues. It's gonna get emotional.
Mike's here. Brandon's here.
Hi.
Mike and Brandon.
Hi,
was Logan your favorite movie this past year? And if not, please leave. So you think it's gonna win, Logan?
Yeah.
Have you seen any of the Oscar-nominated movies? Like you've seen Get Out, right?
No. I honestly don't think they're making movies that are as good as they once were.
What's your all-time favorite movie?
I don't have one. That's like being like, what's your favorite song?
What's your favorite Disney animated film?
Mulan.
Really? Wow. Mm-hmm. I'll make a man. I can't hit that high note. Out of you.
All right, back on track.
Sorry.
There's 100 days until the Infinity War comes out. And
really?
Marvel's is having like 100 days party kind of
you have to do that like
100 days Infinity War.
I think it's like the hunt for Logan, right? It's the hunt for Wolverine too. That's like a prelude to that. Shh. Oh, sorry. I'll let you handle the news.
John Cena is in talks to playing Duke Nukem. It's
tangentially related to comic news. There was probably a Duke Nukem comic book at one point.
I don't know. There's some other things on my list that aren't particularly comic booky. Like we might be getting a Mighty Ducks TV show.
What?
Yeah. That roll around in your head.
I'll let it marinate.
So in RoboCop news, apparently this new movie is going to be part of the continuity of the first movie and not like the remake, I guess. Not that it matters because I haven't seen any of them.
There's a robot cop.
And his name is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, Arnold is not in RoboCop.
Oh, he's not?
No. Oh my God. I need to lay down. This is too much. Can we just cancel the whole thing?
Stop it. Also, the Joker is supposed to appear in Gotham, but it's not the guy that everyone thinks it is.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Right?
No, he's a jerk. There's this guy named Jerome that like has a lot of the qualities that Joker has, but apparently it's not him.
How much crime's going on in Gotham right
at this point?
It's like
a lot
8
of
seasons.
Crimes.
Poor young Bruce Wayne has got to deal with all these rogues gallery before he grows up to be Batman.
I wish there was like a teen Batman show.
Batboy.
Ew.
Robin. Isn't there a Nightwing show coming, or Robin? JP would know about that.
Yeah, we'd have to ask.
If you know about teen Nightwing show coming, let us know. RoboCop needed him. Clark knows. How can John Cena play Duke if no one can see him? Did you know what that means? That's a wrestling reference. Pro wrestling. What's your all-time favorite wrestling match?
What?
We got a lot
back
of learning.
in '92 when Hulk Hogan wrestled The Undertaker.
Oh my God.
Did it ever happen?
Just pulled that out of somewhere. I don't know.
Did that ever happen?
Yeah, it did happen.
It did?
Yeah, Undertaker won the title.
I liked him because he would wear his hair like all scraggly in front of his face.
Yeah, you kind of remind me of that Undertaker.
Yeah. Undertaker's wife.
Hello, Cheryl.
All right, so
Cheryl Dale Taylor.
Let's up.
Let's up.
Let's talk about the stuff that came out today because
Okay.
the news is over now.
The news segment has ended. The most popular segment in the history of our Facebook Live.
You're something else today.
Who's going first? You go. I think you should go first.
All right. So this book is weird, but awesome. Vinegar Teeth #1 from Dark Horse.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Please.
Not really sure where this is headed.
It's been billed as the occult meets lethal weapon.
I honestly don't really see that. But it is like about crime and a police precinct and a cop that has a new partner, and his new partner. Hold on. Oh, I gotta get a good page of it. Oh god.
He's always like in the shadows.
He is. It looks sort of like if you ever gotten a tick, like the butt part of a tick. It's like this thing here. So this is Vinegar Teeth, and they
He's
call
on the
it
cover, isn't he?
kind of, but not really. Like it looks like this is
Part of
him.
his ticks, the sack of the tick.
So they said he smells so bad, like they basically the court named him, and he's like, yeah, I like Vinegar Teeth. That's a cool name.
Yeah.
So he's fighting crime and stuff, and it's a really weird book. It's pretty cool. I was telling Slim that it kind of reminded me of, I don't know, I guess you didn't know this book, but The Stinky Cheese Man and Other Tales was this awesome book that was like kind of weird. And
I feel like I get a pass because you thought Arnold Schwarzenegger played RoboCop.
I got confused. Doesn't he play something like that that's like that?
He plays a lot of raw action roles.
All right, so check this out. I'm interested to see where it's going.
One of the things
the
I
art's
liked.
cool. It's like art I haven't seen art like this.
I like the way they do speech bubbles in it. It's really
too.
interesting. But yeah, it's billed as the occult meets lethal weapon, but it's like this cop who can't catch a break gets forced to team up with this mutant monster who like saved the day by happenstance. Have you ever seen Futurama where Fry dumps himself into the mutant lake to show Leela that he loves her, and he comes out this like ugly looking creature? That's what the guy looks like.
Yeah, I like it. Read it.
Or else
Explore it. Or Vinegar Teeth will come for you.
she's thinking about Mr. Freeze. That's who you were thinking about from Batman and Robin. Eric knows.
Thank you, Eric.
I'm reading Brandon's comment.
Doesn't Mr. Freeze kind of looks like RoboCop-y? Okay, never mind. I'm going to stop talking. Continue. Oh, yeah.
Regression #6 is back.
So good.
Regression, we talked about it ages ago. Volume 1 has been out for a while, so this is kind of like Season 2 or Part 2, whatever you want to call it. Regression follows this guy, Adrian, who's having these like daytime hallucinations about a past life. It's pretty frightening. It's a total horror story. So he goes to this like hypnotist in the first volume to see like what's going on. So he gets put under by the hypnotist, and the guy's like, I think you have some past live stuff going on, so you should come back to see me later.
Yeah.
Spoilers, that guy gets killed
Uh-oh.
by Adrian in one of his hallucinogenic states.
Adrian kills a lot of folks in his
He kills a lot of
hallucinogenic
people.
states.
I don't want to show. I'm trying to find like the creepiest double-page spread in this book.
To me, the scariest thing is just how like the bugs are everywhere. I'm not a big fan of insects.
Neither am I. Yeah. So here's Adrian, kind of crouched up, nude. You can't see anything. Don't worry. But he's freaking out.
Like
So
what?
the hallucinations. He's like, if I look at you and like bugs crawl out of your eyes.
Yes,
and stuff, and
it would
he,
be like a
snaps out of it.
centipede is like crawling out of your face.
So this new issue of the new story arc, he's been kind of like kidnapped by this group, which seem normal. It's like these people that are living off the land, and he's
Nothing normal about that.
They know Adrian is important somehow, and they take him to like meet their boss. And the end of this issue, I'll tell you what, it's really good. Regression. You should be reading it. It's very good.
It is good. All right. So I think a book that is more along the lines of the occult than Vinegar Teeth, because where's the occult in that? I don't know. Like there's no magic. Is Backways. And this is an Aftershock book. And the more I read this, even though this is only the second issue, the more I really love it. This is exactly what I need in my life right now.
Backways.
A book about magic. So this girl, Anna, is missing her friend Sylvia, and she travels through a portal and then it uncovers this like magical land. And there's these things called knacks that are here, there's 5 of them, and you can have 5 different knacks, and they're all different magical powers. And I don't know if people can have more than one knack, but they're really cool. Like one's like if you touch like anything that's dead, you can like sort of feel like the feelings or the life that person once lived. There's one that you can make portals. What's another one? Where you can, something about whispering. I don't know. It's
terrible.
really cool. It's really awesome. There's still, so the adventure continues. Some magic is revealed. So some main characters discover that they have some magic abilities, which is pretty cool.
Do they have knacks?
Basically, I wish that I lived in this area and had knacks and could just like be part of the occult.
Your dream.
My dream.
Your ultimate dream is to be part of the occult.
But the art is really interesting as well. Here's a cool page. So yeah, it has a lot of things that I like. Death, magic, girls kicking butt.
I guess we should talk about the big release briefly. The big release, Doomsday Clock, number 3. If you've ever read Watchmen back in the day, Watchmen's back.
Yeah, Brandon, check out Backways.
Oh, I just realized the paper of this is it's not super glossy. It's like old school
nice
paper.
Feeling.
I don't want to talk too much about it. But so if you read Watchmen, Alan Moore, historic comic book. If you want to see Watchmen meld with the DC universe, you should read Doomsday Clock. But I do want to talk about Abbott.
Please do.
This is a variant cover by Toul Lutay. Abbott takes place decades past in Detroit, I do believe the 70s. And Abbott is a investigative reporter. She's been downgraded to photographer on her beat. She's kind of like on the 3rd tier newspaper in town. And it deals with her trying to get to the bottom of a lot of crime that's blamed on the Black Panthers. So she kind of sees through a bunch of stuff by these crooked cops. And at first when I read it, I thought it was just going to be kind of like this reporter trying to end kind of like white corruption in Detroit in the 70s. But it's actually deeper than that. I think we've talked about the occult maybe like every book so far.
Occult is our word of the day.
God, the occult is so in right now.
If they were playing a drinking game with every time they would be drunk. Like,
you'd be dead if you played that game.
Dead.
So she sees these kind of weird murders happening. There's like a decapitated horse that turns up. Then there's a dude that gets
like
cut in
Godfather.
half. Yeah, then the cops think that like they find this this black guy that's cut in half. They find his bottom half. They have no idea where his top half is. And the cops are probably going to just say it's a suicide, which is the silliest thing ever. So she wants to get to the bottom of it, and there's this kind of like, as she walks home after investigating the case, she sees this black mist following her. And the last time she saw this black mist, something happened to her lover. So I was just reading it, and I was like, wow, this is a pretty cool by-the-numbers detective book. And then I was like, whoa, okay.
That kind of reminds me of, like, Redlands. It's sort of the same kind of, there's, like, spooky stuff that happens, but it's also, like, I'd say that's more of, like, a crime occult.
Adriana says the number on her website is out of service. Need help with something. Your best bet, Adriana, is to contact, you could DM us on Facebook. Our customer service team will answer you there. So do that. We actually don't even have a phone number. We don't have phone support.
Actually, I don't even have a phone.
I don't have internet. This is a blessing to be here right now.
This is our 30 minutes of internet time.
But the one thing in the comments, it's the same writer as Black Bolt from Marvel, and he talks about how he liked kind of the investigative stories that dealt with the occult, like the initial story of the X-Files, about how it starts out with that, but they get deeper and deeper. So if you dig that, I think you'll dig Abbott.
So let's talk about the most important release of the day. Monstress. I'm just like too excited I can't even speak. Monstress is back after so long. Like I had to reread Volume 2 because it's been ages. I forgot even what happened.
Now, do you have to like take that out of the plastic wrapping in your home with like tweezers so that you didn't damage the paper?
I can only hold it like this. So I think this is probably well, no, it is my favorite comic book ever.
Wow. Can you give us an elevator pitch for people that haven't read it
An
yet?
elevator pitch. This is a completely immersive world that's in the middle of war. There's really no particular good side. There are people who think that they are like a pure race, and then people that are not, and they're fighting. And the main character is named Meika, and she has magical powers. And inside her lives this monster that likes to come out and just kill a lot of people. So it likes to feast on the flesh.
A lot of people missing limbs in that first volume. Limbless people.
Well, right. So what happens is this group of women called the Cumea, they harvest the magical powers of the Arcanics, which are the group of people that have magic and that are like part animal. So that's really messed up. But they will like harvest their organs and stuff so they can like suck out their magic power.
Mike just said it sounds monstrous.
Thanks, Mike.
Get it?
But I also must say that the art in this, I've never seen art like this. And it's not just the cover. It's like all the interior pages have this much detail.
Even the back cover is super detailed.
Right. Like, can you imagine like how much time it took her to draw this?
I can't.
Like, I want that tattooed on my body forever. But let's see if I can. I mean, they're all beautiful pages, but just look at this.
Oh, just look at that, everybody.
Look at this.
Just look at it.
Gorgeous art. I just can't. So the combination of these two women is something to behold. Sana Takeda, Marjorie Liu. Please check this book out. It's 100% worth it.
We did a panel with Sana Takeda in San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
She was a delight.
They're both amazing.
She didn't speak English. She's still a delight.
It doesn't matter. Like, honestly, she's
we
fantastic.
connected on some kind of mystical level.
I know. I think I hugged her, actually.
I think you did, too.
But definitely check this out. So.
Let's see what else I got in my pile. I also read Legion #1 from Marvel Comics. You know who David Haller is? This is Professor X's son. He's in a mental institution.
Oh, he's the one that's like...
He's got the hair.
Not all there, though.
He's not all there. He's got like multiple personalities. They actually, apparently, what I didn't realize, they don't call it multiple personality disorder anymore. They say alternative personalities.
Huh.
The gist of this one, he's getting a new personality that he can't control, but there's another lead character, which is a psychologist who works with kind of like celebrities and their own mental issues. And she starts seeing visions. There's David here. He's right here. You can see his hair is wilding out.
Wild.
And she starts to get visions about someone saying, don't work with David Haller. It's too dangerous. And it might actually be one of his split personalities projecting to her. And this is Peter Milligan and Alfredo Torres. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I was going to like a Legion comic book. I'm a big X-Men fan, but I'm just like, I don't really care about Peter Haller or David Haller. But I really liked it. The stuff with the different personalities kind of taking over, and a new one being a dangerous personality for David, where he kind of can't control it anymore. I'm into it.
Are they all dangerous? His alt personalities?
No, you see them during the book, and they kind of just seem like, you know, regular dudes and gals in his head. But there's this one.
And then there are some that are dangerous.
Yeah, there's this new one that apparently is a new personality, and it's starting to project itself out of him and starting to take control of like this camera. Like the camera like grows legs and arms just out of its like base and starts moving around. Mm-hmm. And I was like, whoa.
Well, I guess you already talked about Regression.
Yeah, Eric says he has his own TV show now, Legion. I've actually never seen it.
Oh.
Can I make the pose? Mike says, can I make the pose from that Legion cover?
There it is. You asked for it. You got it.
Got him.
Phoenix. I haven't read this yet, but I'll probably read this after the show.
I read it.
Do you want a reward? And Raven, Daughter of Darkness. I don't know anything about Raven.
She's my wife's favorite character from Teen Titans Go.
Really?
Mm-hmm. New movie coming out.
She seems cool, though. Ravens are symbols of death, so there's something I'll definitely check out. What else you got?
Avengers No Surrender.
Whoa.
Part 3, I think. That weekly book where the Earth has been stolen and it's missing.
That's what you literally say every week. The Earth is still missing.
I mean, that's a good elevator pitch, I feel like. I think that's all I read so far, but there's a bunch of stuff that came out. What would we buy with $10 this week?
I want to check out that Jughead book, too, because it's like him as a werewolf, right?
The Hunger?
Seems legit.
Could be.
What would I buy for $10 this week? Well,
if you had $10 to your name,
I would buy Lock and Key Volume 1, even though it's $6.99.
Is that the sale price? Is it on sale? That's a pretty good deal. Lock and Key, people froth at the thought of Lock and Key. If you want to rile somebody up, tell a Lock and Key fan that you don't like that book.
Or tell anyone. Like, I don't know anyone that's like, oh, yeah, I don't like it. Unless you, like, don't like grotesque murder things. You don't like it? Get out. Can I ban you? Am I allowed to ban you?
I don't know if you have the ban power yet. I read the first trade. I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. I wasn't frothing like everyone. Everyone I know loves Lock and Key. That's just a simple fact.
So if you don't know, and you should know, the premise of this is this family moves into a house called Key House, and there's a bunch of keys scattered around that are also magical. Magic is a big part of this show.
The occult.
The occult. And they all have different powers. And yeah, they unlock different things. And it's really awesome. And there's a lot of murder and death. And it's super gory and violent. And
Joe Hill was the writer. I actually did really like a book, The Cape. Have you ever read The Cape?
No.
It's where this kind of bully gets a cape that allows him to fly.
Gabriel. I call him.
You're not listening to me. It's fine.
No, I'm just talking about the art's fantastic. And yeah, read it.
What's on my list?
It's still my turn.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
And I would buy Giant Days Volume 1 for $1.99.
It's on sale.
It's on sale. And I've never...
There you go. Eric knows 170 pages for $7. That is a good deal. Some publishers would charge you like $30 for that.
Yeah. I think probably
Cash.
the hardcover, I think, is $40.
It's $100.
It's $1 million.
You have to write a check.
Check. Actually, you need a money order for that.
Oh, God.
I've never read Giant Days, but I've made tons of artwork. Not for the book, but like
for the sales and
for
emails.
the sales and stuff. So I should check that out.
Have we ever told everybody that's what you do?
Oh yeah, I'm a graphic designer.
No, your one job is to talk on Facebook Live for 30 minutes a week.
And then I go home.
Without internet.
Yeah.
Is it my turn yet?
Yeah, I guess so, sure.
Craven's First Hunt, Spider-Man.
What?
Yeah, I thought you were going to throw up there.
What?
Spider-Man sale happening right now. Dan Slott is ending his run on Spidey. It's official.
Danny Slott.
Call him Danny Boy Slott. That's one of my favorite Brand New Day Spider-Man runs. X-Men Legacy for $4. That is the old Legion run. Legion had a series before that. It was called X-Men Legacy. I think a few people mentioned in the comments. Also, there's a old Wolverine book that came out called Bloody Choices. Is Brandon's a graphic designer at work too? Look at that.
See, we're brethren.
Bonding.
Mm-hmm.
Bloody Choices is a story where there's like a child abuser that's on the run that Wolverine finds out about, but Nick Fury has him under like witness protection for another case. So they butt heads. That's a classic Nick Fury.
Classic Nick
Son
Fury.
of a gun. But it's
doing Nick Fury things.
But it's a great graphic novel.
Make me furious.
Oh my God. Beat Mike to it. What's coming out soon? We'll run out of tape.
All right, next week, friends, we have Animosity coming back. Grave Trancers.
Oh. Is that Wes Craig? Did he write that? I think he did.
Transformers versus the Visionary. Samurai Jack.
Gotta get back.
Back
to the past.
There is this
Samurai
book that I realized coming out called Stretch Armstrong and Flux Fighters. Did you ever have a Stretch Armstrong?
Yeah, they were like gross. They were super gross.
I remember like getting one and
cutting it open.
No. Did you do that?
Yeah, I had friends that did that.
No, I like kept it in my parents' attic where we keep all of our toys, and it like hardened in the winter, and it was just like stiff stuck like this. I was like, okay.
It's horrifying.
Not playing with that again. Elephant Men number 80, Hack/Resurrection. Outcast will be back next week.
Wow.
Number 33. Dark Knight's Metal will be back.
Love that book.
Who knows what's going to happen?
I don't know what's going on in that book, but
and then
I love
there's
it.
a bunch of DC annuals. So Deathstroke, Detective Comics, The Flash, JLA Doom Patrol Special. Obviously, another Avengers is coming out.
It's weekly. The Earth has been stolen.
The Earth will still be stolen, I think, next week.
Is there a Swamp Thing annual coming out next week?
There is. It's a Swamp Thing Winter Special. Did you see the cover of it? It looks awesome.
Yeah, I did.
Banned. Dr. Aphra will be back next week. My girl, Jessie Jones, and Jean Grey. So, yeah, it's going to be great.
Just reading Mike's puns in the comments.
Stretch.
Christopher knows. Monstress is awesome.
Yes. So I think we've all been blessed this week because Monstress is back. And we can all look at the hard work that those two ladies put in this fantastic book.
Your all-time favorite book?
Monstress.
Not Stretch Armstrong.
What is Monstress?
All right, so maybe we should get back to work.
Yep. Got
Maybe.
a big day ahead of us.
We got a big day.
Big day.
We're working on our next video, our next Facebook. You probably see us in your Facebook ads scrolling through.
You can't get rid of us, you know?
Yeah, we can't. I mean, you can't. We can't get rid of us either.
No.
So we were this guy. Can you see who that is? We gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go.
All right.
It's time.
Remember when we talked about RoboCop earlier? You gonna watch it?
No. No.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Just gonna go cry my eyes out. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.